Yo, what's happening, everyone? Today's April 23rd, 2017 AD, and it's time to shave. It's been a while, so I suppose I'll catch up and get rid of this hair. How's about that? Let's go ahead and get some water on these follicles. Oh man, hope you guys have been well. Again, it's been some time since I've made one of these videos. Your boy's old and your boy's tired. Today's soap is going to be Le Grand Chypre. I don't know where my camera is, the one that I usually record these videos on. So I'm recording this on my phone, and I don't have like a viewfinder to tell what's where. We're going with the Juno 106 mug, and the brush is going to be a Simpsons Chubby 2 Manchurian Italian marble. It's not Italian marble. It's not. All right. So anyway, yeah. I've been busy, man. Work. That's why I've been busy. But I'll go over that here in a bit. It's currently raining in Nashville, Tennessee. The weather is actually pretty gross. It's been a long time since I've used this soap. So I figured I should give it a go because I do remember it being good and it smells wonderful. Let's get all this. Let's go to all these good bits. All right. Excuse me. All right. Let's get this going. So yeah, I'm home. Very happy about it. Actually, I'm beyond happy, man. Wow. I learned a lot while I was in Knoxville. I learned a lot about everything, and I'm happy to be home, man. I live in East Nashville. I think I've mentioned this to you guys in the very few videos that I have made while I've been back. Living in East Nashville has not been my favorite thing in the world. It's still not really my favorite thing in the world, but it's getting it done. You know, it's at least in the city. It's in the city, and it's close to the office. And it's not expensive. So it gets the job done. And I need to stop complaining. But again, it's not my favorite. And it's just, I'm using it as motivation to get myself in a better position to be able to move back downtown. Which is kind of, I'm not going to say it's where I belong, but. All right. This is getting really close to where I want it to be. It looks like I overloaded this brush, and that's all right. It's better than it's better than underloading it. Excuse me. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks real pretty good. Excuse me. All right, so that's that. Today's razor is a titanium BBS1 from John. From John at Los Angeles Shaving Soap Company and James at Wolfman Razors. What's happening, fellas? All right, time to go. Blade is a Gillette Silver Blue, which it's been a while since I've used one. And, man, this thing is sailing. 34 little days is all what separates me from my arrival, my glorious, epic return to Detroit, Michigan for the festival. And I cannot wait. I've earned it this year. Last year I was excited to go, etc., etc. But yeah, I was off last year. And before I start going into that, I don't really use glissant too often from Barrister Man because I have a ton of white label that I need to go through, and I do love the white label, but man, this stuff is good. It's actually a little bit earlier than I'm used to making these videos as well. Excuse me. Anyway, so yeah, it's like 34 days until the festival. I've earned it this year. I'm going to go, and I am going to have a great time. My brother will also be going. My brother actually is going to be staying in the room with me as well, so that should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. His whole family's coming, the kids, the wife, everybody. She's from Detroit. Her family's from Detroit. So she's probably going to spend more time with them. But it'll be good to see Jamie as well, which is her name. All right. Work is going fantastically. My 90-day review was done a little early, and it went very well. It went very, very well. I've been extremely busy at work. I've been putting in long weeks. Yeah, I've been putting in long weeks. I have a big project, which kind of came out of nowhere after I was hired in. So that's given me a chance to it's given me a chance to remind them who it is that I am, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty hype about it. So yeah, I'm fortunate, man. I'm super fortunate, and I know it. And yeah, dude, I really couldn't ask for much more out of life right now, which is definitely the polar opposite of how I was feeling when I was in Knoxville, you know? Even if I was using a glissant soap in Knoxville. All right. So yeah, that looks good there. It's been a while since I've used one of these blades, even though I have a ton of them. I just don't really like them. For some reason or another, I don't know exactly why, but I just don't like them in my stainless steel Wolfmans as much as I used to. So I think I'm going to have to get rid of them. The blades, that is. One second. Wow, this residual slickness in post-shave, man. Holy Jiminy. Again, I do use a lot of Barrister and Mann soaps. They are my favorite. But I only have two glissants. This one and that Night Music up there. That, I don't know, may not be in frame. Yep, that's it. All right. Man, this post shave is hilarious. I really do need to use these glissant soaps a little bit more. But again, I don't have that many of them. Although the two that I have are real good. All right. Let's relocate this stuff. So the other day, this is about to be really first world problem-y of me, and I fully accept you guys to let me have it in the comments, but the other day, the power went out while I was here, and it really bothered me, it angered me, because in the 3-4 years, whatever, that I lived downtown, the power never once went out. And I got used to that. That's one of the advantages of living downtown, in a city where downtown actually makes money. Power will never go out. Unless it's really, really, really bad. So yeah, like I said, work's going super, super well. I really can't ask for much more. My boss is the jam. Her boss is the jam. That guy's boss is the jam. Again, I'm really fortunate, in a super fortunate situation, and I know it. So I am going to do everything I can to make it continue to be just that. A very advantageous situation for me. I do have like a I've told them what my end goal is, or I shouldn't say my end goal, but you know what I want to do in the next 2-3 years or so, and they're with it. So I'm happy, man. I'm really happy, you guys. And I need to stop laughing and smiling before I tear my upper lip up. Yes, sir. So, speaking of Detroit, my flight got changed a little bit. I always get there before everyone else. So I picked the first flight out of Nashville, out of BNA. Barry Nashville Airport is what it stands for. Barry Field used to be the airport before Nashville got a proper airport. So they kept an homage to that airfield name in the airport code, which I think is pretty cool. But anyway, so I originally chose the 6:30 a.m. flight. Delta bumped it back to the 6 a.m. flight, which is fine. Again, I just hope they don't trip on me for ordering a gin and tonic while we're on the runway at 5:40 a.m. or whatever. They usually do, but I'm like, yo, come on, man, stop that. It's not your place to judge, miss. All right. There are lots and lots of artists that I'm looking forward to see playing in Detroit this year. The two big ones off the top of my head that I can think of right now, Robert Hood is doing a live PA as Robert Hood instead of Floor Plan. Floor Plan is like what he goes under, the name he uses, I should say, when he's doing his more like dance floor, gospel house and gospel techno sort of thing. But Robert Hood is that's the legend. Robert Hood pretty much started minimal techno. And I'm not talking about minimal, which is a genre, quote unquote, that came about in the mid-2000s or whatever. Yeah, Robert Hood is the name that he did minimal techno under, and he started minimal techno, and that's, whoo, it's good stuff. And then Ben Sims and Truncated closing it all out at the Underground stage on Monday night, and that is going to be something, woo, that's going to be something crazy. I've asked for the Wednesday off this year, which never happens. And I've already told them that. And they're okay with it because I have been busting it in these first, like, 78, 79 days or so, something like that I've been back. So, they're with it. And that's a plus. All right. Excuse me. Oh, well, that's not good. All right. Let's get this aftershave on. Today's aftershave, to the surprise of absolutely no one, Le Grand Chypre, once again. So yes, again, in summation, everything is going so nice. I could not be happier. And I'm not even going to ask to try to be happier, because that's just being greedy. All right, that's that. And that will be that. Hope you guys have been well. Hope you'll be well. Hopefully it won't be this long until the next time I record a video. But don't be surprised if the next video that you see is not until I'm actually at the festival in Detroit at the end of May. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye everyone. Peace.